Okay, let's start our we will continue with mock exam paper. All right, so we'll skip these two. Now I just want to share with everybody this formula. All right, for set 1 and set 2. In fact, you will need this formula all the way to set 3 and set 4 O-level exam. All right, so I'm going to call this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. All right, so can you type into the chat which formula you have learned? So for example, number 1 is talking about speed. All right, like speed. If you want to find speed, the formula will be speed equals to whatever you want to find, you use a finger and cover it up. So imagine you put a finger and cover it up, S, then you have D on top and T below. So distance divided by time will give you speed. All right, then you have density. So density, if you cover up density, whatever you want to find, you cover it up, you'll be mass on top, divide by volume below. All right, then for pressure will be force on top, divide by area. Then if you want to find current, I stands for current, it'll be voltage divide by resistance. All right, if you want to find power, power is my name, all right, it's current times voltage. All right, if you want to find energy, energy will be power times time. All right, time is usually put in small letter. Power is all, the rest are all capital letter. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 6 formula. Can everybody type in the chat? Right now you are into almost the end of set 1. Could everybody type in the chat which formula have you been exposed to at this moment from the start of set 1 until now? If let's say if you have been exposed to 156, just type 156. All right, just give me the numbers straight away. So Kirana, thank you. Kirana has been exposed to 1 and 2. Zizi also 1 and 2. Wesley also 1 and 2. All right, the rest. Okay, because I'm asking this because different schools, right, they will do different sequencing for set 1 and set 2. Although we all have our lower secondary syllabus document, but schools have different sequence, right? So I'm showing you this in advance so that it helps you eventually. This is the memory aid. So how do you do this? The memory aid. So donut, so thirsty. Mother very dear. Your mother is very dear, right? Father equals to pa, no papa, P-A. Video is real. But some videos are not real. Power is my name. So imagine I'm a powerful teacher. And then elephant is pitiful. You know why elephant is pitiful? If you have gone to Thailand, all right, they actually catch the baby elephants when they are young, and then they will have this process, a very torturous process called breaking the spirit of the elephant. So in other words, they will torture the elephant, they'll beat the baby elephant until the baby elephant really, yields to you. That means they will follow your instructions. They are scared of the trainers. They will just follow all the instructions of the trainer. All right, so you are like breaking the spirit of the I'm not talking about the ghost spirit. I'm not talking about psychological and mental spirit. Breaking the spirit of the baby elephant. So it's really very sad. Right? So all the adult elephants that you see in Thailand, most of them are not all. All right, most of them have been tortured when they were babies. All right, therefore, when they grow into adults, they will go on. They will be very docile. They will not be wild elephants because wild elephants can even kill people. All right, if they are provoked, if they're angry with you, adult elephants can kill people. But once you have broken the spirit of the elephants, all right, they will follow the adults' instructions. So tourists can then ride on the elephants for very safely. All right, so they have tourists. They will bring tourists to the forest. You will ride on the top of the elephants, which is actually not. It's actually quite a cruel thing to do, to ride on the elephant, because well, okay, elephants are not meant for us to be ridden, but never mind. Okay, some people really will, even when they travel, they will not go for elephant riding. Okay, so elephant is very pitiful. Sometimes you see the baby elephant cry. Okay, all right, but we do have elephant sanctuaries in Thailand also lah, to save all these elephants who have been tortured. There was one adult elephant, I can't remember in which country. I think, yeah, in this country where they have a festival, they have a celebration, and then the poor adult elephant was, even though it's very sick, all right, and actually very malnourished, not enough nutrition, not given enough food, and then eventually carried through, the elephant was brought to the procession, the festival procession, and the elephant died there. Right, so it's very sad. So elephant is pitiful. So PT is P and T. All right, so hopefully all this memory aid will help everyone as you navigate set 1 all the way to set 4. These are all the physics formula. All right, any questions so far on how to use this? So for example, if let's say you want to find force, all right, okay, maybe I use current. Let's say you want to find voltage. So voltage will be current times resistance. When you see next door neighbors, let's say you want to find voltage. All right, so you cover up voltage, okay? Then you are left with I and R. IR next to each other means time. So voltage equals to I times R. That means current times resistance. All right. So learn how to use this. So for example, if I want to find resistance, all right, I want to find resistance, I'll cover up resistance with my hand, with my finger. Then voltage is on top, current is below. All right, so it means that to find resistance will be voltage divided by current. I is current. All right, so even though you may not have learned all this, I'm exposing you well in advance. You will need this all the way to set 4. All right, so thank you for telling me. Most of you have been exposed to number 1 and number 2. You'll be very soon exposed to 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so hopefully the yellow color memory aid helps you. All right, so it will give you some idea, like for example, density is about whether you float or sink, right? You know, every time you have I don't know whether I heard of this question. If your mother and your boyfriend or girlfriend fall into the sea, who will you save first? Okay, so density, thinking about whether you float or sink in the sea water. All right, so mother very dear, please go and save your mother first. Okay, mother gave birth to you. All right, after so many hours of pain to give birth to you. So mother very dear, very precious. Dear means precious. All right, so density equals to mass divided by volume. Right, so father is papa, P-A, your papa. Donut so thirsty. So always go on top first. Donut so thirsty, mother very dear. Father equals to papa, P-A. So we have a mother formula, we have a father formula. Mother is very dear, very precious. Father is papa. Video is real. Power is my name, Ivy, I'm Miss Ivy. All right. And elephant energy. You know, the elephant doesn't have energy if it keeps on being tortured. And the poor elephant that I've talked about lost its energy and died on the streets. Okay. Elephant is very pitiful. All right. Pitiful. All right. So I hope it helps you. Okay. Let's move on to today's worksheet. Please stop me if you have any questions or type into the chat. All right. So if you don't understand anything, please type into the chat. Don't suffer in silence. So this is a girl conducting an experiment. So which one are safety hazards? So please always wear your goggles. All right. So these are the safety hazards. So I'm going to put a tick. It is a safety hazard. She didn't tie up her long hair. If you don't tie your long hair, you know what's going to happen? Your long hair here is going to go into the Bunsen flame. And then your long hair you will be lighted up, and you'll be perming your hair. Perming your hair is just a joke. In the end, basically, all your hair will get burnt off, and what will be worse, the fire will spread to your face. All right, you're going to have permanent scars on your face. So please tie up your long hair, and please wear your goggles. All right, so all of you will be sitting for practical exam. In the past, if any student does not wear the goggles, straight away marks will be deducted. They will minus marks. They will record down. All right, but nowadays they don't do that, but then you still have to wear your goggles. And then looking into the test tube of the liquid while heating it is a safety hazard because the liquid, right, might jump into, you know, when heating, as the liquid gets hotter and hotter, the liquid might jump into your eyes. The liquid might spill out of the test tube and go into your eyes. You might get permanent blindness. So ethanol is a type of, can everybody type in the chat? Ethanol is a type of what? Ethanol is a type of, anyone knows? Is it a type of acid? Is it a type of, what is the other word? Anyone know? Ethanol is a type of, ethanol is in tiger beer. Ethanol is in red wine, white wine. Right, although wine has more ethanol than your beer, right, you will get drunk with wine more easily than you get drunk with beer. So ethanol is a type of alcohol. All right, there are many alcohols in the world. All right, you can drink ethanol to a certain percentage only, not 100%. If you drink 100% ethanol, you will die. If you go and drink your hand sanitizer, you will die. Hand sanitizer is 70% ethanol. Okay, so you have to know there are many types of alcohol. Some alcohol we can consume, but some alcohols we cannot consume. It's poisonous to human beings. So ethanol is flammable. Flammable means catch fire easily. All right. So ethanol should never be put near the flame. All right. So if you're trying to heat up the ethanol, you cannot put near the Bunsen burner. So this is a safety hazard because ethanol will catch fire. All right. If you really need to heat ethanol, this is what you do. All right. You will put the test tube with the ethanol inside. So this is ethanol. All right. Then below, right, will be in the beaker, you will put water. So this is water. All right. Then you heat up. This is okay. This is not okay. This is okay. All right. So in other words, the water, this is called a water bath. Right, you are like bathing. Imagine the ethanol, all right, is like the empress bathing. Right, this is a water bath. Right, so you put water inside, you heat up the water. All right, so instead of heating the ethanol directly under the Bunsen flame, you put the test tube. So the test tube cannot be put straight into the Bunsen flame if you have ethanol inside. So this test tube, you put it into a beaker of water. This is the water bath. So this is okay. All right. So you heat up ethanol by using a water bath. All right. Now, next, not closing the air hole before lighting up a Bunsen burner. This is a correct way to light up Bunsen burner. All right. So if you want to light up, all right, your burner, Bunsen, all right, burner, you should always close all the air holes. So step one, completely close the air hole. Not close halfway, Right, please remember, completely close the air hole. Then you light up. All right. So it is correct that you must completely close the air hole before you light up the Bunsen burner, but it is not considered a safety hazard. Okay. So if you don't close the air hole before lighting up the Bunsen burner, all right, let's say you actually it's actually not considered a safety hazard. It's just that the type of flame that you're using is not the right type of flame. So the answer will be 1, 2, 3, and 5. All right, so the answer is C. All right, any questions so far? So when you sit for practical exam, please remember to completely close the air hole here, this part. Completely close the air hole here before you light the Bunsen burner. Right, let's move on. Question 2. Now the scientist notices. Now notices is using your eyes, right? You can use your eyes to notice. You can use your nose to smell whether the gas is pungent or not. Pungent means smelly. Or you can use your touch. You can feel, like, for example, alkaline, it's soapy. You have alkaline on your finger. It take you a few minutes to wash off the alkaline on your finger. As in this word, alkaline. Right? Alkaline is soapy. So acid, if you have acid, dilute acid on your finger, it's very easy to wash it away. But if you have a few drops of alkali on your fingers, if you spill alkali on your fingers when you're doing the experiment, all these are dilute, dilute acid, dilute alkaline, then you can dilute alkaline, it's very soapy. Right, so you will take a few minutes to wash your finger, so very troublesome with alkali on your fingers. So notices, all these are observation. All right, so we observe using our eyes, nose, and touch. All right, so suspect is, all right, your hypothesis, your guess, hypo, and then sis. Okay, hypothesis means your guess. All right, when you do experiment, vary means you change, right? You change something. All right, so can everybody type into the chat in any fair experiment? All right, in any fair test, how many variables can you change? One or many? Can everybody type into the chat? Thank you, Ziqi. The rest, how many variables can you change in a fair test, in a fair experiment? Can you change just one variable or can you change more than one variable? Okay, so one or many? Can you change one variable or you change many variables? All right, thank you, Kirana, but wrong concept. It's okay, please learn it. All right, thank you, Kirana. The rest, give me the rest. So it's okay to give me wrong answer. Nothing to feel embarrassed about. That's why you're here to learn. All right, so do you change one variable or do you change many variables? Right? So in a fair test, in a fair experiment, all right,